89.7 WTMD. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Collective Encore. So good to see you. I'm Alex Cortright, morning show host of 89.7 WTMD, and we are here for a very special live lunch presentation with just one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, an incredibly talented songwriter and performer. Cannot wait to get him up here. In fact, we should do that right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Kweller.
Hello! What's up, Alex?
You know, here we are with a new album, May 30th, Cover the Mirrors. You're at Union Stage performing live in D.C. tonight, and we feel so honored to have you with us today to share some of your new songs and some of your old songs.
I'm so happy to be here. Yeah. This is great.
Yeah.
Should I just go right into it?
I think
Are we talking or are we rocking?
What do you want to do? I think we should rock.
We'll start with
save
some
the
rock.
talk.
All
Yeah.
right, cool.
Ben Kweller.
All right. I want to dedicate this one to, there was a camera operator. She came up to me earlier. Maybe her name was Julia. I don't know. But she said she used to listen to this album all the time. It's an album called Sha Sha. And it just turned 20 years old. And this is a song off it called Commerce, Texas. I got a bad flavor. I got dirty clothes. I got a strange neighbor who doesn't have curtains on her windows. I got a pet hedgehog drinking Jaeger all day. You got my crate combo and a baby on the way, but it's okay. It's gonna take a lot of time before I can cross that finish line. And when I can't take the fall, I really wanna make that call. Oh, oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah, ah, ah. That's my new best friend, and disaster is her name. We're passing out on the carpet 'cause our attributes are the same. It's a slacker lifestyle that we do so well, and bills are due on Monday, but I'm oblivious, can't you tell? It's gonna take a lot of time before I can cross that finish line. And when I can't take the fall, I really wanna make that call. Oh, oh. My brain is super fried. It involves pain to look inside. It's gonna take a lot of time before I can cross that finish line. And when I can't take the fall, I really wanna make that call. Oh, oh. Time before I can cross the finish line. And when I can't take the fall, I really wanna make that call. My brain is super fried. look inside. Oh, it's gonna take a lot of time before I can cross the finish line. And when I can't take the fall, I really wanna make that call. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're live, everybody. Look at you beautiful people. And everybody out there in the world driving in your cars. We can't see you, but we love you. I'm gonna play another, I call it an oldie. For me, it's an oldie. It's like, 15 years old. That's pretty old for a song, I would say, if you wrote it yourself. And I wrote this one on an airplane. It was my first time to Japan on tour. Big in Japan, baby, let me tell you. But kind of that's a real thing. Like when we went there for my first time, it was like really big. And I'm always like I'm a music first songwriter. And I come up with the music, and then I kind of fill in the blanks with the lyrics. Stream of consciousness, I write down the words, and it's always with the music. But this is one of the only songs I ever wrote the words first. And because I was stuck on an airplane for so long, going back to New York City from Japan. And I'm also a high school dropout. You should know this about me. I'm not recommending that. I'm just saying it's a thing about me that you should know. And I think because of that, I've always been like actually a good student in life, and I love to learn. And as an artist, I always give myself these projects because I like cheated myself out of more schooling, I force it on myself. So sometimes, this is an example, when I was writing this song, I said, okay, well, you're stuck on this airplane, and here's your homework. You have to write a song about this person, and basically you have the murderer, and then you have the thief. And then you have the friend and the lover. And in the middle is the listener, because when you open your ears and you start to listen, that's when change happens. And so that was my assignment, and so I wrote this song. This is what came out of it. We'll see if it's any good. You tell me. I want to kill this man, but he turned around and ran. I'll kill him with karate that I learned in Japan. He wouldn't see my face, I wouldn't leave a trace, I wouldn't use a bullet, 'cause a bullet's a disgrace. Oh, Mom, I never thought that I was a murdering man, but tonight I'm on my way. Tonight I'm on my way. And there's this drawer that I know in a house up the road that's full of things that are easily sold. And when they go out of town, I could go and snoop around and make myself rich off the things that I found. Oh, Mom, I never thought that I was a stealing man, but tonight I'm on my way. Tonight I'm on my way. And I was sitting up on the bleachers, staring down at the speakers. I was reading his lips, but I could not understand. So I opened up my ears, and clearly I could hear this detailed story all about a grain of sand. Oh, Mom, I always dreamt of being a good listener. So tonight I'm on my way. Tonight I'm on my way. And there's this kid you gotta meet. He lives right across the street. He's got spirit and heart. We are 10 years apart, and he is up for anything. Yeah, he can hang with anyone. You know, he still likes the things we used to think were fun. Oh, Mom, I never thought that I could have a friend, but tonight I'm on my way. Tonight I'm on my way. Oh, tonight I'm on my way. I'm in love with someone who's as pretty as a flower. Her life gives me power, so I'm buying her a ring. She makes hats with her hands. She is such an artist. I'm her biggest fan, and I'm teaching her to sing. Oh, Mom, I never thought that I could love no one, but tonight I'm on my way. Tonight I'm on my way. Oh, tonight I'm on my way. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Ben Kweller, ladies and gentlemen, on my way. Live this afternoon from the Collective Encore in Columbia, Maryland. I'm Alex Cortright. And, you know, Ben, you've got quite a number of connections to Maryland. You know, Bethesda, Baltimore. But I think there are very few people who can claim that Nils Lofgren played their bar mitzvah.
He did. Family friend, Uncle Nils.
Yeah. Your dad and he, I think, went to school together, right?
They did, yeah. Walt Whitman High, I
Yeah.
do believe, Bethesda, Maryland.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Don't know the name of the mascot, but if I did, I'd shout it out. Do you guys? Wildcats. That sounds familiar.
Right,
I have
yeah.
heard that, yes. Let's go, Walt Whitman.
Yeah.
So Nils isn't really my uncle, but he might as well be. My dad was his first drummer back in the 60s when really, like, they met at the Walt Whitman talent show, and Nils, this little guy, comes out with an accordion and did a Beatles medley that just blew everybody's socks off. And so my dad and his friends were like, we got to go meet this guy. And so then they started a band. You know, Nils started playing guitar, and they had a band called the Radical Five. And they were a trio, and that's why it was cool, because there was only three, but they were the Radical Five. It's very psychedelic, and they would rehearse in my grandparents' basement on Green Tree Road in Bethesda, where I used to spend summers. So yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
Nils, when I got into music, I started writing songs when I was about 8 years old, and I would make cassettes of I'd play piano and sing about girls in love, because that's what the Beatles sing about. So I just figured at 8, like, that's what you sing about, is love and girls. And I would send cassettes to Nils, because he was the only person that I knew of that really did music. And he was very kind and would always listen to my music and call me back. And so then, of course, over the years, we just kept in touch. And yeah, he's one of my biggest mentors and heroes.
That's pretty great. Yeah. So when you ask someone, perhaps you haven't seen for a while, hey, how you doing? That's kind of what you do. This is a normal thing. This is conversational. But when you've experienced such profound trauma as you did 2 years ago, it carries a different thing, and it becomes a bit fraught. This new album of yours, due on the 30th of May, is actually the birthday of your late son,
Yes,
Dorian Zev, who would have turned 19.
that's right.
So, Ben, how are you doing?
Not so great. But no, I mean, look, I have, It's been a crazy 2 years. So yeah, my son Dorian, he died in a freak car accident. He was just coming home, doing everything right, seatbelt, not speeding. A truck was coming towards him and just got in Dorian's lane. Dorian kind of swerved over, and there happened to be a branch that was broken from the freeze we had. It went right through the windshield and hit him in the head instantly, and he was gone. And it was just the weirdest thing. No damage to the car. No, it was just the most bizarre thing. It's been such a tragic, existence for me and my wife, and for our other son Dorian, our other son Judah, who's 15. And I mean, it's been like 2 years now. What can I say? I mean, grieving is such a strange process. Everyone grieves differently. I didn't listen to music for the first few weeks after he was gone, and then I picked up a guitar and was reminded that music has always been the one thing in my life, the one constant that has been there for me. And Dorian was such a great musician as well. And actually, we released 5 of his songs before, like he started releasing music right before he died. There's 5 songs up on Spotify, Apple Music under he went by Zev, Z-E-V. It's really cool music, very eclectic, and there's so much more on his laptop. We're gonna make an album. He was working on it, so we're gonna finish it and put it out into the world. So yeah, how am I doing? I mean, right now, it's every day, one day at a time. In the beginning, it was one breath at a time, and now I'm on tour, and I have a lot of purpose. This is my new album, comes out on Dorian's birthday. He would have been 19. And I'm really doing this for him, and I'm doing this for other people, other parents that have been through this. We've been put in touch with a lot of other families that we've been able to talk to and just try to explain what they have to look forward to. Just like when this happened to us in the first week, a family came to us and said, hey, we lost our teenage son. Let's talk. And that really was like amazing to talk to them, to other people that have really gone through that. It's such a horrible club that we're in, but that's what it is. And now I'm at this place where I have to find gratitude. Like, I have to find the positive things in my life. There's so much to be happy about. I've lost one of the best people I've known, but there's still so much more to be grateful for. So that's where I'm at. I'm on like a gratitude kick right now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would just want to end it, So
Yeah.
it could always be worse, Like whatever your situation is, someone else has it worse than you. So it's important to try to remember that.
You actually had a really scary moment about a decade ago with your family involving carbon monoxide.
Yes.
And
so
after
weird.
that, your reaction to that, though, was very different. You sort of withdrew from music and kind of disappeared. With your son, you embraced music and just dove in.
That's so wild you brought that up. Yeah, so that was, I guess, 2013 or something. We were on vacation in New Mexico at a cute little cabin. And the 4 of us, me, Liz, Dorian, and Judah. And Liz got up in the middle of the night and said, Ben, something's wrong. Like, I feel really sick, something strange. And I stood up, got up from the bed, and I immediately fell to the floor. And we're like, whoa, something's weird. Like, it wasn't just her, it wasn't just me, like something in the room. Long story short, it was carbon monoxide poisoning. And like the ambulance came, and they said, oh my God, you guys are like 15 minutes away from not waking up. And then it's like a whole thing. So we were like on oxygen, and that was my first real like near-death experience. And then, so Liz's mother, we're going on a tangent here, but hang with us, people. So my wife Liz lost her mom when she was like 8 years old. So she's dealt with loss, her whole life. And she really felt like her mom woke her up. Like, it was one of those things, she's sleeping and her mom's like, hey, get up. Your family's in trouble. Yeah. Get out of this room. So that was like a first time where we really felt like the other world sort of talking to us. Anyway, so I was shell-shocked from that experience. Went home, called my agent and publicist and everybody. I was like, cancel everything. I'm done. Like, we almost died. I just wanted to be with my family. That was it. And then like weeks turned into months, and then months turned into years, and I realized like I hadn't made an album in years. I hadn't gone on tour, so I kind of like just stepped out of it, and time flew by, and I was being a dad and the whole thing. But so then with Dorian dying, like that, I remembered the carbon monoxide, and I said, okay, well, I'm not doing that again. I'm not hiding away. I'm gonna walk through this fire for him and for music itself and for my fans and all of us, you know. And so it's cool that you brought that up, and because yeah, to put two and two together, I haven't really thought much about that.
This album, to be clear, Cover the Mirrors, out on May 30th, is not one extended funeral dirge. You deal
Right.
with these issues head on, but this album really is about everything.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, that's the other thing about grief and loss. Because, yeah, if you hear, like, oh, Ben Kweller lost his son, what's his new album like? It's probably going to be really sad and long and depressing. But there is still joy in a lot of these songs. And, you know, music is my outlet. I always wanted to keep a journal, but, like, I'm left-handed, and my hand doesn't work very well. I'm like slow at writing. And so I've realized over time that actually my songs are my journal. So I'm like, okay, well, I kind of do have that, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And so, you know, some days are good, some days are bad, and you write about all of it. Yeah.
Actually, Ben, on your website, you mentioned something like this. You say, a journal only he can really read, referring to yourself. Meaning, talking about
Oh,
your
yeah,
songs.
the
your songs
bio,
are
that's
a
bio.
journal that only you can really read. But
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I've found talking
cool.
with many artists over the years, they are constantly surprised by what the songs, in some cases, slowly reveal to them. Like,
Yes.
wait a minute, is that what I meant? Does that happen with you?
100%,
Yeah.
always, yeah. Music, songwriting is like it's like alchemy. There's a lot of times I write a song and I don't know what it's about, you know, and then years later I'll be like, oh, wow, that was what that was about, or something will happen later, you know, that reveals itself. That happens a lot in music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we met, I think, for the first time about 20 years ago, and you told me this story. And there's an artist on your album. Actually, you have a lot of cool guests. You've got MJ Lenderman,
Yeah.
Katie Crutchfield, Waxahachie,
Yeah, Waxahachie.
Jason Schwartzman, Coconut Records, all
Yes.
these friends that you've collected
Yes.
over the years. One in particular caught my ear, though, and I think you might play that song today, called Killer Bee, where Wayne Coyne and Flaming Lips join you.
The Flaming Lips.
So
yes.
Ben is at ACL long time ago, and his nose just erupts in blood. An uncontrollable flood. It's insane.
It erupted before the gig in the back of the tour bus. Both nostrils.
Yeah.
Never had that before.
Yeah. So people are like trying to help out, you know, maybe throwing up a tampon on stage, whatever, you know, people trying to help,
Very
you
kind
know.
of them.
So you're really not able to staunch the bleeding much.
No.
So they finally said, dude, you got to go to the hospital.
They carried
And
me off.
you go off stage and you pass Wayne Coyne, who's like, dude, he's angry because you stole his shtick.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
he
like,
loves
"Dude,"
the blood and
he's
the
like,
spectacle.
Dude, you stole my show. And I said, bro, mine was real blood. Wait.
So how about that song that
Yeah.
Wayne and Steven and those guys join you on?
Yeah, this is a cool one. So this is called Killer Bee. It just came out on Apple Music, Spotify. We call them the DSPs when you're in the biz. So it just got released there. And so kind of going back to the other families that I've mentioned, one of them, Wayne actually put Liz and I in touch with, and it's the Smith family. There's an artist, Nell Smith, from Canada, who died a few months ago in a car crash, 17 years old, was working on an album, collaborated with the Lips a ton, and so Wayne put us in touch with her mom and dad. And so this song we dedicate to Nell. It's just like these souls, you know, that just went too soon, you know, and they're little angels, and they'll always be remembered. So this one is for Nell, and this is called Killer Bee.
Live at the Collective Encore, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Kweller.
All my dreams hovering on the verge, I can't resist the urge to put them on the list. Killer bee, hide the prize and didn't cheat, but really I just can't compete. It's hard to tell if it's any good. It's rude to yell, but I wish I would. I'd sing every word if I only could. That's what I get for being misunderstood. All the time, mostly I'm in the crowd, just taking in the simple pain that strikes again. Kill the beat, carry me, toss me like a castaway to hide what I was gonna say. It's hard to tell if it's any good. It's rude to yell, but I wish I would. I'd sing every word if I only could. That's what I get for being misunderstood. Hard to tell if I'm any good. It's hard to tell, but I wish I would. I'd sing every word if I only could. That's what I get for being misunderstood. That's what I get for being misunderstood. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try the main single off this album. It's called Optimistic. And WTMD has been playing this song a lot, I noticed. Thank you very much. You notice I do have only an acoustic guitar with me today. I've never done this acoustic, so this will be ours to share, good or bad. Let's try it. Here we go. I need to get a grip on what's happening around me. I need to take a dip in the pool of tranquility. I lock myself away with you in any bedroom. You're hot to try and I am not. That's why I'm on this path to happiness. Wanna die, death kiss, get high, stay high. Close your heart in the heart of a junkyard. Wow, I'm not optimistic now. I'm not optimistic now. Who would have thunk me always drunk would be a problem? You shouldn't care, but pop your neck, you come and gobble. I lock myself away with you in any bedroom. It's easy breezy, can't you please me with the head glue? Straight to happiness, wanna die, death kiss, get high, stay high, close your heart, back to start, brains go pow. I'm not optimistic now. I'm not optimistic. Guitar solo. I'm not optimistic now. I'm not optimistic now. I'm not optimistic now. I'm not optimistic now. Optimistic, optimistic, optimistic now. Now.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right.
That's great, man.
Thank you so much.
Before, Ben was like, I'm not sure that's going to work. Did it work?
It was all right. It was all right. Thank you very much.
Sounded great, man.
Thank you.
So, if this isn't too personal a question, because Cover the Mirrors,
Open book.
I clearly,
I'm an open book.
you know, the album out at the end of next month on your son's birthday, Cover the Mirrors, is, I mean, really, I see it as kind of a love letter to your boy. You know, it's not a funeral dirge, as I was mentioning a moment ago. But how are you going to spend that day?
I don't really know yet because we thought it was going to be it sounded like a nice idea to put it out on his birthday because it happened to be a Friday, and you usually release albums on Fridays, and we knew it was going to come out April or May. And then we saw May 30th, and we're like, oh, that'd be so cool. Usually for his birthday, we usually go to the river and hang out and invite a bunch of his friends, his high school buddies, and we just hang out at the river all day, kind of have a little birthday party. And we actually did that before he died. Like, he always had his birthday at the river. That was he was like a real water rat, you know, loved to swim. And so we'll probably do that, but also the album will be coming out. So usually when music is released, we're stuck in front of computers because it's like social media and a ton of stuff. So I don't know, it'll be a little mix of things. But it's going to be an exciting day, too. I mean, actually, one of my favorite songs off the album is the one that MJ Lennerman's on. It's called Oh, Dorian.
That's the last one on the collection.
It's the last song of the album, and it's the last one I wrote for the album. And yeah, so anyway, that comes out that day, which is exciting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do that day.
Yeah.
I'll think about Dorian a whole bunch and then kind of think about this album, but it's all one thing now.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I'm going to get a little personal.
I thought you already were going personal. Let's go even deeper, Alex.
With me.
Whatever you want to know.
Okay, so once upon a time, I worked in a radio station in downtown Annapolis above a candy store.
Yeah.
And it was a small station, right? We had the control room.
I remember this. Keep going.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And we had
Sounding
one production
familiar.
studio. Is Rob Tim here? Yeah, there we go.
Oh!
My colleague Rob Tim. So I think you know where I'm going with this. Yeah.
And I have no idea.
We, you know, my colleagues over the years, I mean, we love music. We love music.
Yes.
We love musicians. We love
Yes.
art. We love the stories. We love the
Yes.
enrichment.
Yes.
So you and I went into that room, and we were in there for a long time. Rob had a lot of work to do. And so your last name became an active verb. And it was, if you go in there with the artist and stay in there for 2 hours again, don't Kweller me, man.
Don't Kweller me. I love that.
Yeah.
So to Kweller is to like take way too much time for something.
But this
I like
is
that.
this is born of a love, you know, of an
Yes,
enthusiasm.
because it's like passionate length.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right.
Okay.
Anyway, feel free to use that.
Kwellerize that. Okay, I like that. Don't Kweller me, dude. All right.
So I know we only had a few songs picked out for today, but
Yeah.
folks, would you like to hear another one?
Should we do another one? All right. Well, I know exactly what I want to play. Because when I first arrived and I saw Tyler, and there's this other fellow who walked up to me and he said, "Man, my name is Fletcher, and I am the second member of the station." And well, I think actually someone else told me that because Fletcher's too humble to even tell me that. But he told me how one of his Desert Island songs, top 10 songs, is one that I wrote. And I have to end this concert for him with that Desert Island song.
All right,
So this is
Fletcher.
for you, Fletch. This is called Penny on the Train Track. Thank you, TMD.
Ben Kweller live.
I'm just a penny on the train track, waiting for my judgment day. Come on, baby girl, let me see those legs before I get flattened away. I wait for something good, for something great. Stopping in somebody's old hometown, got to get that midnight meal. If you can't get behind your own life, get behind the driving wheel and go, just go and find a place that you don't know. Well, I ran into a friend just the other night, got a badge, he's a local cop. Haven't seen that boy in over 7 years. Since out of high school I dropped. I see, yes I see, mama, all the things that I could be. Whoa. Whoa, oh, whoa, oh, 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 oh. La, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Woo. Come on, baby, and dance with me. Oh, 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 oh. Even lucky man has a bad day, and pretty girl has a scar. After that train comes and takes me away, pick up your guitar and I want you to play. Just play. You got to play that rock and roll for me. He's in the yard just washing his car, thinking about his gorgeous wife. Making lemonade at the KitchenAid, making him the perfect life. But it's so grim, so dim. 'Cause I wish that I was just like him. And I'm just a penny on the train track, waiting for my judgment day. Come on, baby girl, let me see those legs before I get flattened away. I wait for something good, for something great. I wait, ooh, I wait for something good, for something great. I wait, yes I wait for something good, for something great. Oh, I try, yes I try, gotta try. But I can't stop. I don't know why. I just don't know why. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Ben
see me
Kweller,
I'm out tonight. I'm in D.C.
live at Union Stage this evening. Ben Kweller,
That was fun. Thank you.
thank you so much. Many thanks to the Collective Encore here in Columbia for hosting us today. To my colleagues, Jonathan, Tyler, Rob, Megan, a couple of former colleagues out there too, and to you, most of all, the WTMD listenership. We can't make this kind of radio without you, so thank you so much. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Kweller. This was a special live lunch presentation here in Columbia. This is listener-supported public radio, 89.7 WTMD, Towson, Baltimore, Annapolis. We'll see you soon.